And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gideon. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Use the play fake, now to throw. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run to the left, fighting off the defender. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! Past the 20. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Working the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The give to the back. Across the 45. Hits the afterburners. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on first and goal. They want to throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Got his man all by himself. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Quarterback extends the play. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year.
Breaks into the open. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Balls at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Under fire. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just going to keep it after the snap. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You know, some people think it's a gamble, but sometimes it's really not. It's just a smart play to go for it on 4th down.
One thing you know is you're only going to have so many possessions. So the more you punt, the more you give it up. Obviously, you're not going to score, and the field position game is kind of going out the window. So, yes, you definitely go for it more, and you've seen more success, and you've seen more points than ever.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Let's go! Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now up and down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got a man in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's held.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They'll immediately call timeout. Down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution, put a touchdown on the board here.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Quarterback now breaking the field. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Right on the money. Snowed under by the defense.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's held. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Seventh play of the drive coming up, trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at...
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Miami.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Dyer. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Miami 10, Georgia Tech 0.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense rolls back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Overton. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run the option. They'll try the run. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. Makes the grab and there's room. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the pummeling has started.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got some room, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Going to the running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback to take a breath and exhale.
Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're facing a third down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quick strike complete. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And I like easy, not complicated, quick little out routes for my tight end that I know I can get a positive gain, keep me ahead of the sticks, and put me in a good situation.
Got it in the middle. It's shot. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. The sure hands. It's shot. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Touchdown, Miami! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Yankee blue, get set.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the toss. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Back to throw. It's Dyer. Pressure coming. Buys a little extra time. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea, looking to take a shot. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
That Miami offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Dyer. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. He would have loved to have been able to throw the ball past the first down sticks. Couldn't get it done, and they couldn't create enough room off the dump down, Jesse.
So let's give credit to the defense then in coverage, taking all of the throws away and also doing a nice job of keeping the football in front of them, and then great effort making that tackle setting up for it.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Slithers into space. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Quarterback keeper. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Georgia Tech, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Off the play fake. Fires left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. It's caught. Got room at the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
14.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for